Hey everybody, this is Al Wellenstein. Well, it looks like it's story time. Here to tell you my story and my thoughts and struggles and stories and triumphs and tragedies today. I'm up here in Kalispell, Montana. Well, we didn't see no eclipse today, just very, very little. We had a lot of cloud cover and almost rained, and so we didn't see no eclipse up here in Kalispell, Montana. That's where I live today. Actually, it's Whitefish. I'm so used to living in Kalispell. I just moved up to Whitefish, Montana, and tell you some stories about years of living on the streets and hoboing around and tramping around and um, freight train hopping and street living and places I've been and things I've done and got a place inside now and good Lord Jesus blessed me with my mother's place. I up here taking care of my mother, and she passed away in February. So she was 86, lived a good long life, passed away of cancer. So God rest her soul, and she's up in heaven. No more pain, no more suffering. She suffered from MS for whole life of 86 years. She was diagnosed by 12 years old and 16, and by 21 she was supposed to be gone. And she told the doctors what they could do with the wheelchair when they told her to get in the wheelchair. And she lived 86, so she was a fighter. God bless her, and God bless us today. Um, hey, do you ever? I'm going to tell a little story today, and as I look down and um, read from my paper today. Sometimes we get the, I don't know about you, but sometimes I get the feeling like a misfit. Um, I've written some books, and all through my books, I've written about feeling like a misfit. And I know what it is out there in the world to feel like a misfit. You don't fit in. You always feel like there's something wrong with you. You get lonely living like that out there on the streets. Or even if you're living inside, people really treat you like you're a misfit out there on the street. Made me angry, lonely, sad. Some church people even would treat me like a misfit. And that really made me sad. Don't feel like a I don't feel like a misfit anymore because of Jesus Christ. He loves me. He wants the best. He wants me to tell people in my books now that he took me from the place, from the pit to the palace. So, a lot of times I don't feel like a misfit anymore. But there's still days out there when I'm selling my wares like today, and I don't understand it. I'm out there selling my wares and trying to make a living, and I sell flags and roses, my books for a living on these corners, and sometimes I'm out there and I'm waving my flags and putting my roses out there and um, trying to wave at people and trying to be nice as I can. But people don't like street vendors. They don't like people out there selling their wares, trying to make an honest living. That's what I put on my sign. Honest man trying to make a living, selling his wares. And that's what I do 5 days a week. I used to do it 6 days a week, but I've gotten down to five. I used to work four. Well, I still do, but I used to work 4 or 5 hours a day and 6 days a week. Now I'm only working 3, 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. And why it still feels like a full-time job. My back goes out. Um, my shoulder starts hurting. My feet start hurting, and I don't know. I get frustrated out there. I get frustrated with people and how they treat me, and yes, they still treat me like a misfit. But I know I'm not a misfit. God knows I'm not a misfit, and there's a lot of customers out there that buy my flags and roses and wears that no, I'm not a misfit. And I've written about that in my books that, you just, I don't know, the world's a funny place sometimes, especially when you're in sales and especially when you sell your books on the streets and sell your wares on the streets and um, not so much business as I go business to business and sell my wares, and they don't usually treat me like a misfit. But boy, when you get out there on the streets and sell your wares, I guess they just think you're out there begging and panhandling. But try to do the best I can and try to be as nice as I can and wave at everybody. But that's my story of a misfit today. And Jesus I got saved by Jesus in 2001 of Easter Sunday, and I guess I guess people thought he was a misfit, and that all of his disciples walking around and getting healing people, but now they hung him on the cross. Show you how fickle people are. That one week they had Palm Sunday, and next week they were hanging him. So, but it was in the cards. It was supposed to be. So he got on the cross and died for us, save our souls, and rose again on Sunday. So, hey, God bless you. We'll see you down the road, and I've got some books to show you. My first book is Life and Times of the Rich Hobo. Now, I'm gonna go back here and take me off the camera and put my books on the camera. That's Life and Times of the Rich Hobo, and that is Living the Dream, and that is Street Journals. I better put it back up here so you can maybe see it. But that's Living the Dream, Street Journals, and then Life and Times of the Rich Hobo. You can all get those on Amazon Books. Amazon Books, you can find it. Amazon, books.com or whatever that is. And the last one, Street Journals, you can get it off my website called www.scottpublishing.com, and you can go to that website and go right to my PayPal, and you can buy that Street Journals and send you a copy. Or you can get them online in Amazon Books, and it'll show all 3 copies. I got some really, really good reviews on them. It's all my stories about street living and freight train hopping and how I really enjoyed for the most part living on the streets, living on the road, living in cars, living in vans, living in trailers, people's couches, tents. I guess, believe it or not, for the most part, I enjoyed it because there was a freedom. There was a freedom in, just hopping, just hopping in a car and going, or getting down the road, or hopping on a freight train, or hopping on a boxcar. Putting your thumb out in the air and see how long it'd take you to get from Florida to Seattle. And it took me 7 days one time. I found out hitchhiking and hopping freight trains, and that's pretty good. 7 days going across the United States, and there's some stories about my Jesus experiences and miracles and healings I've seen on the street, and different places I've been to, and carnivals, and different really good stories. Places I've been and things I've done. So just stories and journals and writings and feelings and struggles. And so hope you buy one today. Hope you buy all of them. Hope you buy one today. It's really worth the money, and it helps me out. Helps me out financially for the books, and I get to help others that are struggling. So, hey, God bless you. See you down the road now. Bye now. God bless you.